Anna and George. So we're going to take you on our first ever video tour. This is new for us, so please forgive me and Libby, our videographer, if we're a little shaky. So we're going to show you 3336 Casada because you can't be here, but we're going to tell you what we're seeing. Come on in. So up on the porch, we love that it's big and it has the fans and the lights, and it looks, I don't know if Libby can show you, but I don't know if you walked up here, but it looks so nicely above the street. Our only complaint is that we would like to see them put railing on. And if you were interested in this house, that would be one of the things we put forward to the developer. Because little kids or drunk friends, whichever one.
Welcome.
Oh, look at here. Come on in. So it has a suite foyer, and it's kind of cool because it's a semi-open floor plan. So the kitchen serves as the hub. It's kind of the center point and the hub of the house. And then to your right, you have the dining room, which is really gracious. And then to the left, if we come back here, Libby, come back. We have the living room. And so let's start in the living room and come through. We're unsure if the fireplaces are working or not. We're going to talk to the agent. There is a coat closet right over to the left of the entryway, right here. So coat closets are not super common. They're more common up here in Chevy Chase, but they are often still not something we see.
So there's a damper.
So
It looks like it could be a working fireplace.
So Crystal says it looks like it could be a working fireplace. So we have a powder room at the end of the living room, and they're finishing up the wallpaper, but this, while it looks like tile, it's actually this beautiful wallpaper. Libby can wave to you. And then we're going to go back to the foyer and go into the dining room. So our complaint in here in the dining room is this closet, which is very shallow because it has ductwork in it. And what they're doing is they've created it because they've got this return here. And so I'm sure they didn't know what to do, but this might be a nice place to ask for them to take this closet out and do solid doors on the bottom and glass doors on the top for like a built-in china cupboard. And that's often something that can happen. They already have a cabinet company they've been working with, and you just retrofit it out of cabinets. So over here, we're gonna walk to the kitchen.
I'm saying I like that idea.
Libby likes the china cabinet.
Sorry, I'm not a neutral party here.
Yeah. Okay, so we have inset cabinets, which are these are a nicer grade cabinet. They're not as nice as we saw at Lexington, which those are custom made, and these are from a cabinet line. They're very nice. You've got your wall. Double wall oven. This is also a microwave though. And you have a cooktop over here with 5 eyes. You have really, really, really great storage in here.
They're both convection too.
Awesome. So the finish on here, and I'm sorry guys, I can't remember the name of it. It's a newer finish, and this is the first time I've actually seen it in person. I've read about it. It's not leathered, but it's similar. It's not got as much texture as a leathered marble finish. It's supposed to show less stains is the goal that I understand of this finish. And so back here, these are handmade brick subway tiles, and they have a washed glaze on them. They're really pretty.
That's really pretty.
Dishwasher, fridge, and they've got a really nice pantry actually, which is,
So the fan here too, Jackie.
oh,
There's a fan that is underneath, so it does vent out.
Yeah.
If you'll see here.
so it's probably, usually they're back here that comes
No, you
through.
can see the mechanism here,
Right.
and then here is.
Oh, that's what I was looking for. Yeah, that's what I was looking for, is the piece that comes up. So there's your fan, just in case. And they didn't put a hood over.
And then it vents out.
Yep. Crystal's finger works better. So
I've been
from
working
this
on it.
direction, I'm sure that they chose to do this type of hood, which is a very nice hood, so that they didn't block the amazing view, because you get to interact with anyone who's on this floor, and you can yell to the children that are being too loud in the basement, which kind of rocks, because
Stop it! Leave your brother alone!
you can hear everything they're doing. And then over here, we're gonna go into the laundry room, which is kind of awesome. So it's a laundry bedroom.
Separated by a pocket door that does need hardware.
Yeah, there's several
Bye,
finished
Jackie.
items that we'll bring up in just a little while. So there's door hardware, there's some shoe moldings missing, and this is not uncommon when developers are, when they finish a project, we call it bits and bobs that they need to finish. And then you probably explored the backyard. And of course, you know how close it is to the school and to the market. And it has a great one-car garage that you can actually fit a car in, which is a big deal because some of these garages are way too small. Great patio space. We were curious about the lack of fencing. Of course, you have it on the neighbor's fence next door because they have a pool. You can see it from the upstairs. So they have a tall fence because of that. But next door, that would be another thing to possibly talk to the builder about, is a back fence and a side fence, which is normal and what we would normally see, and it would also corral your children.
And as you notice, it backs up to Lafayette, but I don't know if you were here when they were doing their farmer's market.
Yep, which happens on Sundays. And you're so if you cut through Chevy Chase, the little back way, it's about 1.5 miles over to Bethesda, downtown Bethesda. So there's Trader Joe's, but then you're really close also to the Giant. And I'm sure knowing you guys, you've map quested it all, but you're not far from any groceries. And then the market is walkable.
And you're close to Whole Foods.
Yes, you're close to Whole Foods.
How far do you anticipate the Whole Foods to be? It's right there at
Less than a mile.
Yeah,
right at
It's
Tenley
about 8.8
yeah,
tenths of a
it's
mile.
walkable.
on a Saturday.
Yeah, on a Saturday, not with the
Well,
kids.
you've got Broad Branch right there.
Oh yeah, Broad Branch Market.
Yeah, that's where I'd be going.
That's like 3 blocks, right?
If you cut across, it's like
Right.
it's not even. It's right there.
So this is a breakfast nook.
And there's
Yep.
another exit to the backyard from the breakfast nook.
Yeah. So if you had your
I
grill
think it's
over
clever.
here,
That
I'm
would
sure
make
that's
absolute
what they
sense.
put this door here for, because it really is great if you have a grill. You can easily.
Come into the kitchen.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then let's go downstairs and see one of the playroom spaces, because there's more than one.
I don't know. Do you want to point out the floors, Jackie?
Oh, let's look at, so the floors are engineered wood, and over here, you can actually, maybe Libby can get a shot. If you're not familiar with engineered wood, the higher grade engineered wood, which this is, it's laminated, so it's stronger and has less likelihood of warping than solid wood, but it only has 2 to 3 sandings in it. The first layer is the solid wood, and then it is glued boards together so it has less tendency to warp, but it doesn't have as many sandings in it. So, and I can't determine, this one has a nice amount of wood, so 2 to 3 sandings.
And typically people sand on average every 10 years, right?
10 to 15,
Right.
depending on how much wear.
It also has a lot of variation in color, which is really pretty.
Yeah, it looks rich.
It really gives a very like Scandinavian farmhouse feel to the whole place with
Yeah.
the colors chosen.
So we'll bring up another one of our complaints, because we like to show all the things that we like and don't like. And so the windows, while replaced and new, are they have these inset,
Mullions.
and so when you inset them, some people don't like that. They're also vinyl, not wood, so they're not as high end. They're by a company that is out of Monroe, North Carolina. We are not familiar with them. I've seen them on Howes, but it's not like Anderson or Pella or Jeld-Wen. And the reason we bring this up is sometimes window companies, if they're not well known, they may not be around for a long time. So if something breaks, you may not be able to get the mechanisms or have them repaired. And that's often our complaint with lesser known window companies, is the maintenance issue and finding parts for them. And since they're vinyl, you know, they don't hold up quite the same way that higher end Pella vinyl wrapped or clad windows do. They should be good for 20 years, but and we'd have to look at the warranty to make sure that they're warranted for at least 10, because we're not familiar with the company. And so now we'll go downstairs. So carpet, it's a cut pile, and in all honesty, it won't hold up well to children. In a couple of years, you will want to replace it with something more like a wool loop or a nylon loop that will last through anything. But it has another fireplace down here, and we'd love to say that they're working. We just can't confirm. They do have dampers, but we just don't know if the
They
chimneys
have
have been
dampers
lined.
and they're stacked, so.
Yeah. So as long as the chimneys have been lined and they've taken the proper steps. But it's a nice size family room down here / playroom. And then there's a linen closet over here.
And the ceiling height is nice.
Yeah, the ceiling height's great.
Definitely big enough for a ping pong table.
Which is what Lindy always cares about.
But maybe not a trampoline.
Yeah, no trampoline.
Outside.
So full bath down here, big full bath, linen closet. See, so this is the gas meter, and they need to finish this out. We didn't open this, so
I think it
it
ends
just
up
is
just
what
you have
it
to leave
is.
it exposed because that's your main water line coming in.
oh yeah, and it's
And then
It's
these are
copper.
your valves to turn off the faucet outside for
So-
winterizing.
so they have replaced the line.
So
Looks
this is
like.
something you'd ask for a lock on.
Yes.
Yeah.
Instead of linen. Sorry, guys.
Brooms.
Yeah. Just so the kids aren't in there messing.
This is the bathroom.
I think it might be here, Jackie.
There we go. Oh, systems. It's very exciting.
So there are two sets of everything. This water heater, which is electric, and then this heating and cooling system where the heat is fed by gas and the cooling is electric. And it appears to be for the basement and the first floor. There's another set of systems and water heater that serves the 4th floor and the 3rd floor.
Which is great.
Yeah.
Yeah, preferable. And then a nice bedroom down here, nice bedroom. It could be an office, but we think a better spot upstairs for an office. And there's a side exit egress since you're in the lower level.
Just to note, this house is deeper than the basement appears because I believe there's a crawl space under the kitchen.
Access by
where
that.
the access panel is from here.
That makes sense.
Mhm.
That makes sense. And then we'll go upstairs. Unless, Crystal, can you think of anything else?
No, that was everything. Down here. I'll turn off the lights.
So you'll note that they have no moldings around the doorways down here, which is more of that, more of a European, modern Scandinavian feel. And they have really simple railings.
Right. No newel posts.
We're heading up to the 2nd floor.
And at the top, we've got a bathroom to your left.
Well, to start, what's great about this floor is that there are 4 bedrooms. One is a master suite, and
One has an ensuite.
one has an ensuite. So it's very flexible in the layout. The master suite, as parents, you can be on the same floor as your kids.
Yep.
Each child could have a bedroom without a bathroom. The ensuite bedroom with a bath, that's not the master suite,
You would go
would
that way?
make a great guest room if you don't want to put someone in the basement. And then the hall bath could be for the children.
So the bathrooms have modern subway tile with charcoal grout, and they have what appears to be porcelain floors, 12 by 24 floors that mimic slate, but porcelain's much better than slate because it doesn't absorb oils or moisture. This one has its hardware.
There's no rods
No,
in any of
so
the closets.
the cabinets have, so the closets haven't had any systems. Crystal was just saying they're not rods, but there's also, other than the master, there's not even closet systems of any kind. And so pocket door in here so that you can easily,
That was clever.
yeah,
that was
that was
better.
well thought out. They haven't finished the hardware on it though. And here is second bedroom, no ensuite bath, nice size though, queen size bed.
2 good sized side tables. So a dresser could actually go here as a side table.
Yeah, actually, yeah, you could do,
You could do a dresser as one of the side tables.
or you could move the bed a little and do 2 30-inch dressers easily.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and so it's got a smaller closet. You'll note the first bedroom and the second bedroom both have small,
Closets.
not large closets.
This landing, though, is super gracious.
Yeah,
To have some breathing space when you go to the top of the steps is great.
we like that. That's a great place for them to throw all their clothes.
This is where you put your most precocious child, since it's right across from the master suite.
Has the
You can
biggest
keep an eye on
closet.
them.
Has the biggest closet. So, much bigger closet.
But this bed is a double bed, not a queen bed.
Yes. And looking out to the street. You're way high up. So the master bedroom is really gracious. They have a king-size bed in here, and then about, looks like 36-inch dressers on either side, plus 2 chairs, and it has still room for a big dresser, and it has a big walk-in closet.
Yeah, the seating area is quite nice too.
And the neighbors have an evergreen tree, which is something that's nice.
Yeah, that's
That you don't need to take care of it, but you'll always have green.
A lot of things about this house that's noteworthy is the light, and then also you never really feel like, because the way it's positioned, that you're looking straight into your neighbor's house or that they can
No.
look into your house, even though you have windows on all sides.
It's like their windows are slightly above or below the windows for this house, and it's probably because it's on this hill. So, and we have clients, and you'll note which sometimes if everything's level, you're literally looking into your neighbor's
And passing
kitchen.
the sugar.
Yeah. So it doesn't feel that way, and that's not something we don't think can show up in a video. And so for some reason there is tape here, so we're not crossing, but the master bath is really, really pretty.
Yes, the toilet is separate from the bathing areas.
This is one of Crystal's criteria, just so you know, guys.
Double sink.
She's like, I don't want to be looking at the toilet and thinking I need to scrub it while being in the tub. So there's the full disclosure. This one you don't have that issue. Looks like a really nice size shower though,
Yeah, it looks like it gets tucked back there.
and it has a little window in it, I think.
And
And a really great walk-in closet.
it's really nice.
What?
Here, I'm walking on the tiles very gently. Let me show the shower. It's awesome.
Oh, good.
Okay, Here, hold on. I'm
Still being really careful.
gonna not step on any of the grout and
Ooh, pretty tile.
the tile is like a gray subway. There's a nice seating area. There's a second shower head right here while you're sitting, shaving legs, and
And plenty of storage.
great space.
Where's the, is it?
I think Libby's a better videographer than me. They're right here.
Oh, I was gonna say, cause the lighting around the mirrors is really pretty.
Oh, it is.
They did a really nice job with that.
It's quite lovely.
So,
Lots of storage, as
I
Jackie
am-
pointed out.
okay, this I think is porcelain or ceramic, which would be ideal if it was, just so you know, Carrara is beautiful, but it stains and watermarks pretty easily. This is a Carrara marble countertop, but generally they've done the right thing. It's polished, and that's what you want in a bathroom, not in a kitchen, but that helps repel the water. But while the floors look like they're Carrara, I think that they're a porcelain tile, which would be something we would ask about if you were interested, because Carrara on the floors and walls has a lot more wear and tear issues. So it's a beautiful tile and a really good mimicking if it is.
And it's great. The soaking tub
Ooh.
it's a nice lounging size, and then there's windows above it, but it's quite private.
Yeah, you would
Feels
never
very
need to cover
serene.
them.
And then the toilet has a pocket door to also give privacy. Here you go.
Thanks.
Crystal is herky jerky. So
Okay.
some of the things are like, see those, that's not as high end as
No,
having the inset.
yeah. So
Usually
actually, that'll probably get flagged.
that might get flagged on inspection because it shouldn't pop up, it should be inset. And that's what we usually see in higher end. But these are
wall
nice to
outlet.
have, yes, because you have a lamp, you can plug it in. Right here.
But that may be something that gets flagged. Some other things, like we mentioned, they haven't completely finished, like the pocket door hardware. If it's on one side, the attachments aren't on the other. They need to do caulking and touch up on the corner joints on windows and doors. So the doors are solid 5-panel doors, which is a nice touch and works well with the farmhouse look. And then going upstairs, again, we have the same cut pile carpet. It's really pretty, but it will not wear super well. And this is like found bonus extra space. There's a bathroom. It's really cute. It's got great angles up here. I'm sure Libby will be able to show you.
Nice size shower.
It's nice to have storage right here.
Yeah.
Besides,
So there's not, yeah, is there more over here?
no, there's the other utility room where the other hot water heater and heating and cooling system
Right.
resides.
So following Crystal in.
Here, I'll take it. This,
I'm too tall.
she is too tall. Okay, so I can only stand right up here at this point, but this is your second set of systems. Circuit box for all of this, but the hot water heater is electric up here also. This is all proper for code in a drain pan with a drain. Same thing here for the pan underneath the HVAC unit. And these flex tubing venting systems service the top 2 floors. It's great to have these 2 zones. One, this house is big enough and needs to have 2 zones. But second, it's always so much warmer the higher you go in a house. So having the zones for the upper levels versus the lower levels is going to help you regulate the temperatures in your house. And then last but not least, there is a nice little closet up here. There hasn't been a ton of closets.
Yeah, it's actually to the point, I don't know
Might
how
wanna-
much storage you need, but I even looked at that wall, like that section over there and thought, you could just put a wall, I'll stand there. If you needed like a big storage room, and I don't know how much you'd need, but you could easily partition this, that still leaves a way to walk around and make this a big storage room if you needed something extra for, holiday
Gear
thing
and camping gear.
and so it could, and putting up a wall is cheap. You wouldn't be doing anything else. It'd be a wall and a door. And I don't know if you'd need that, but often as our kids get older, for some reason we just collect stuff, and we're not seeing a huge
Amount of-
spot to put
yeah.
that stuff unless you use the basement.
There's a
bedroom.
coat closet, there's a linen closet, there's some storage in the basement, but
But you could use the basement bedroom also just as a storage room.
right, true, basement. And then there's this tiny little closet here for board games.
Yeah.
And eventually, this can be like, you could set this up for, like homework space or computer desk or
Right,
The
this would be a nice little spot for homework.
You could do an easy desk,
Yes.
built-in desk over there would be really pretty in the nook.
Mhm.
And really useful. You could do two, one for each kid up here. There's plenty of room.
It's great. And then finally, we
George.
George, who will likely work from home a lot, this might make a great office. There's some angles in here, but it feels a little bit like a tree house.
It's really
It's quite
pretty.
spacious. It's the great thing is that there's also a closet here, so this
Yeah.
could be for added storage. But it's
And it really needs work on the door, just so we're all. I think they need a new door here.
very close to the, we don't know if your children do this, but a lot of times children like to follow their parents if they're around at home, but so you can close that door if they're playing outside and the bathroom is really nearby.
And then if Crystal can show you, you can see through the window. Maybe an added bonus
here,
that the
this
neighbors,
is who you need to be friends with.
they got the pool. You don't need to maintain it. Just be friends with them.
Yes, one day there'll be a,
Yes.
there'll be a door cut out and you guys can just go back and forth.
And then you can see the side to Lafayette in the park.
As you noted in your email. And there's the cute garage, the patio, and there's a lip throughout here. This is where they have the duct, but it actually is wide enough to be
Yep.
seating
Yeah,
or
easily. It's deeper than, if you did a cushion on it and pillows, it's actually a comfy spot. It's probably 24 inches deep. This is a great room.
yeah. So in essence, it's a great house.
Yeah.
Better than I thought it was going to be, honestly, because it's a pop-up, but we think that it makes for, they did it well. It architecturally looks appealing.
Yep. Other than the storage piece, which there's so much room here, you can decide how important it is to add more storage. But overall, and so we're going to touch base next with the agent and see if we can get any more nuggets for you, and we'll be sending you the video.